lie.
What do you mean I lie?
You say, have you tell you that? And I'm telling that you will also tell lies. So where your point?
Yes, that's what I said. Oh, every kid tells a lie.
But you don't know.
every
But you don't know every kid in the world, though.
Yes, but it's called an educational guess.
But you can't educational guess that.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, you can. It doesn't.
Okay, then your educational guess is very, very, very off and very, very wrong.
How do you know that?
Because every kid does not lie.
You don't know that.
Same way you don't know that every kid lie.
Most of every kid's lie. But wait, mommy. But the thing is,
why you're interested to argue with your father over silly things?
it's not silly things. You could learn something from this conversation.
What can I learn? That kids lie? That's not something I want to
No,
I'm not talking about kids, I'm talking about you. Why do you lie?
because sometimes I get scared of the problems and I don't think twice. You don't get it.
I don't get it because what you're providing
And I
here
don't think
is a justification and an excuse for lying.
you asked me a reason.
And I'm telling you what I categorize it as an excuse
well,
and a
I'm
justification
not
for lying.
describing it as a category as whatever you think it is. And I sometimes do it.
Well,
so that-
okay.
And I know most
Okay,
kids
put it this way.
lie.
Put it this way. Most kids lie, but whatever the reason is for lying, it erodes trust.
What is erode supposed to mean?
Okay, it makes us think that you cannot be truthful to us, and everything that we are saying is everything that you hear, what we hear from you is gonna be a lie initially, because you often tell lies. That's what happens when people lie all the time for no reason.
But then
Or despite
after
all
that,
the
what if
reasons.
you're actually telling the truth.
Well, what if? Is either you're telling the truth or you're not telling the truth?
I'm telling the truth. I do eat my fruits at school. You
Okay,
just don't want to believe.
Naya, you eat your fruit at school.
Yes.
Okay, and you also lie.
Yes.
Exactly.
But not all the time.
Doesn't matter
So
about
how
all
do
the
we
time.
know
Oh,
when
we
you're
know
lying and
exactly.
when you're not lying? How do we know?
How do we know that you eat your fruits at school? When you just admit to us that you do tell lies.
Yeah, but not about everything.
We
What
don't
do you lie
know.
about? Tell us. Okay. How about you tell us what you lie about and what you don't lie about, and you make a list so that we'll know if you're gonna be lying or not. Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So what are some of the things that you lie about?
When I'm getting in trouble and my parents know the answer to something.
Okay. So are you in trouble now for eating your fruits?
No.
Okay. So you wouldn't lie in this case.
No.
Okay. When else do you lie?
I lie when I'm afraid of the consequences and I know what the consequences gonna be.
Are you afraid of any consequences now? Do you know what any consequence will be?
No. But it doesn't matter the consequence because I can still go to school with my friends.
Okay, so in this case, you're not gonna lie because you're not in trouble and you don't have any consequences.
Yeah.
Okay, fair point. When we ask you if you eat your fruits at school, right, and you say yes or no, regardless, if we don't believe you and we find out that you're lying, do you think you'll get consequences?
Yes, but
Okay.
but wait, listen. It's because I don't always lie because sometimes I actually don't eat my fruits and I
Guess
don't
what?
bring my
When it comes to fruits and eating, I believe you 100% because I actually see that you don't throw away your food at school, you bring them home. Even if you
yeah,
don't
because
eat it.
it's first grade and second
Yes,
grade. You used to
and
tell
we
me
spoke about that.
yes, and then you said okay, just bring it home, and if you didn't play around with it and it's not raw or nothing, I will eat it.
Exactly. Or so I can know what you're actually eating and what you're not eating, so I can not pack those things. So when I see you bring home certain fruits that day, you notice I don't get mad. I just say try to eat your fruits, so I know you won't lie about that.
Exactly.
Because I know you don't throw away your food. Even though you know I'm gonna be mad, when I see you bring home back the orange, you still bring it back home. So I actually believe you 100% when it comes to eating fruits and stuff like that at school. And I know you like strawberries, but I also know that you don't like when it is soggy, you don't like when it's you like perfect strawberries. We'll buy strawberries on the street and you'll actually eat them on the street.
Alright.
Like I know you actually wash strawberries and eat them whole. So I do know that you like
done it
strawberries.
before.
Yes. And you you've eaten
when
several.
mommy was washing the strawberries,
I also
asked for
know.
like a
I also know that you don't like it in milk if it gets soggy like this. I know that if it is out for too long and then it gets that little red thing on it, like it starts to oxidize, you're not gonna like it. So I do know when you'll eat it and when you won't eat it. So I try to make sure it's fresh when I give it to you, and you eat it as quickly as possible, so it's not.
And other
soggy.
moments.
So I know you have your little quirks that prevent you from eating certain healthy things, even though you eat it.
And I also,
So I do
other
understand.
things that I lie about is when I'm just not ready to tell the truth. And then
So say that. Why just don't say you're not ready to tell the truth? Why lie?
Just say you're not ready to tell the truth. We'll give you the time.
you know.
If you
Just say you lie about it because you're not ready to tell the truth. That makes no sense to me.
Yes, it does.
I just said
If
it
you
makes
don't
no
want to
sense
tell
to
the
me.
truth, then
I
just
just
lie.
said it doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay, well, it doesn't make sense to you that it doesn't.
So why would you lie when you have a choice to saying, okay, I'm not ready to tell you then? Why would you go ahead and tell a lie? I said the more lie.
Because I don't think twice about my actions, what I'm doing.
Well,
That's
think
what
twice.
I'm working
We're
on.
starting to think.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay, good. So
Work.
guess what you do? Here's one thing that you can do before you tell a lie. Just say, mommy or daddy, just give me a moment. That way we know that you probably want to say something that is not true, and you just want a moment to just remember that you have to tell the truth, brave up, and just tell the truth.
But sometimes
You do what just because?
I do lie.
Just because
No,
what?
that's a problem.
Just because, like, I'm just like
That's a problem. You're
nervous,
just-
and I just and as I said before, it sometimes just spits out and say, "Oh, mommy, I'm just worried of you." Like for example, it's an example. I actually never done it before.
I
And
understand
then
the blurting.
listen-
You say all that already before. You said that in the
I
last
never
video.
said sometimes I. Oh, in another video.
You said all the time. You said it already. So Naya,
Just take
oh,
a
you want to call it
breath
Avi?
before
Avi,
you-
you need.
And then just ask my friends, the people that sit with me.
I know you're very honest. Trust me.
Just ask the friends. I can tell you the people who sit with me, and then
I
you
know that
could
you're honest.
ask them if I eat off my fruits or if I throw away, which I don't.
Nah, I know that you eat your. I know when you eat your food, and I know what you eat and what you don't eat.
Okay.
Because you're very honest with bringing home back anything that you don't eat.